Welcome back. I'm Kaya, 23 past 5. If you just joined me, welcome. Thank you for tuning in. I'm Thuli Magubane. And this is our Wednesday edition of Kaya Bizz. In the studio with me is Nicholas van der Nest, who is Divisional Director of Risk Product Innovation at Liberty. Good afternoon, Nicholas.
Good afternoon.
Good to have you.
Thank you.
And it's a good thing that we are around the festive season. And as far as I recall, they start advertising as early as mid-October. So we're going to start seeing those Christmas ads in just a couple of weeks. So as we're nearing the festive season, what kind of cover is important to have in place?
So, Thuli, I think irrespective of what season it is, you always need comprehensive insurance cover, risk insurance cover in place for you based on your specific needs. Obviously, during festive season, you would associate that with a lot more traffic accidents and, tangible things that leave people either in an accident, disabled, or potentially even dead, which means that the need for insurance cover is a lot more easily understood by the man on the street. But having said that, I mean, an accident can happen at any point in time. So it's always best to just have cover in place for everything.
All right. And of course, there is, as you mentioned earlier, an increase in accidents during the festive season. And would income protection actually benefit the member and their family if there is an injury during that time? Absolutely,
yes. So the income protector benefit is really designed to replace your income if you are unable to work. And that being unable to work is either on a temporary basis or on a permanent basis. The difference between that and a normal disability benefit is that the income protector benefit would pay potentially until the day that you retire.
All right.
Or even for the rest of your life, if you are unable to work. So that is compared to one large amount of money just being received on one particular day and you having to invest that money yourself.
All right. And then, of course, during the festive season, it is school holidays. Kids are at home. They're out and about. And, of course, the risk of accidents, it could be drowning as well. Yeah. Even just car accidents that could happen during that time. And how can Guaranteed Dependent Protector actually help one if their child is involved in some sort of accident?
Yeah, so the Guaranteed Dependent Protector doesn't actually provide for children. Right. The Guaranteed Dependent Protector pays the balance of a year's income if you were to die shortly after becoming disabled. Mm-hmm. We, however, have a separate benefit called the Living Lifestyle Dependent Protector, which is also optional. And under that benefit, if a child suffered a critical illness, we would pay 3 months of cover amount to the parents.
Okay, so they can actually have time to be at home and look after the child.
Yes. On top of that, also, we've got a standard feature of the product, which is called the Child Illness Benefit. And under this benefit, if your child is terminally ill, we would pay you up to 12 months of income so that you could decide whether you want to get a nanny or whether you want to stay at home with that child and care for them in the last days.
All right. And then, of course, when it comes towards the end of the year, certain companies think maybe this is the perfect time to just shut doors because we've been having a really tough time during the year, and they come to the realization maybe by the time I go on holiday, I don't want to have the stress, and they decide to either shut down the company or maybe retrench people. So how can income protection actually help one if this should happen to them?
Yeah, so the Liberty Income Protector, again, has an optional feature called the Retrenchment Protector Benefit. And under this benefit, we would pay you for up to 6 months your monthly income if you were retrenched and unable to find a new job. Obviously, there are some waiting periods involved. So if you were to take out the benefit now and you try to claim in December, that wouldn't work.
So what's the waiting period?
So there's a 6-month waiting period on the product. And that is really just to make sure that if your company is already going through a retrenchment exercise, that you don't unduly benefit from that benefit shortly after they've announced that.
All right.
Otherwise, the benefit would be unaffordable.
I suppose. And then earlier on, you when we started the interview, you touched a little bit on life cover. Can you tell us what's the difference between income protection cover and life cover?
So, in short, life cover really only pays when you are dead, when you pass away, and it would pay a single amount of money or a single lump sum at that point in time. Income protector benefits, on the other hand, try to replace your income while you are still alive but unable to do your work. And, obviously they serve very different needs. I think any financial portfolio should have a combination of the two, not just one. But that all depends on your own particular circumstances.
All right. In the studio with me is Nicholas van der Nest. Sorry, Nicholas. And he's the Divisional Director of Risk Product Innovation at Liberty. And we're just chatting about income protection. And lastly, we're almost out of time, Nicholas. How will income protection ensure that your family is covered during the festive season?
So again, I mean, you could potentially cover a spouse on the same policy with an income protector. So both of you could have income protector in place. But also, I mean, just the intention of income protector is to replace your income if you cannot work. So from a family's perspective, you would be in the same financial position as you were before that accident or illness actually took place. And that really is the beauty of income protector.
And then lastly, Nicholas, what percentage of people who have taken up this cover have actually benefited from it?
So we've seen a significant increase in the number of claims over the past few years. So we only launched the best of breed product towards the end of 2011. So it's about 5 years in force now. And we're seeing the number of claims year on year increase drastically. I think we designed a benefit which is more easily understood by the person on the street, which is why people bought it. And obviously, the more people buy it, the more people will claim under it. But generally, I mean, what people don't understand is a car accident could leave you unable to work for 6 weeks. Now, if you didn't have income protector, you would have no income during the 6 weeks. If you had the income protector benefit, at least you would get some of that money back.
All right. So it's good to know that you are paying out the benefits, because people always get concerned. You add on all of these add-ons on your insurance, but you never really gain the benefit. But thank you very much for just letting us know that it does work.
Thank you.